How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the first ever PYXEL Project podcast, PYXEL After Hours. I'm your host, CoyoteRose, aka Enigma, and I'm here with my four other members of PYXEL: Vrage Gaming,
Yo.
aka V, Hybo4K, aka Hybrid, Felony, aka Soul,
Hello.
and GameArenaVS Kyle.
Yeah.
So welcome, everybody. Glad to see that everybody's in good spirits since all this craziness. How's everybody doing so far?
Okay.
Besides a mild case of diarrhea, I think I'm holding in there.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Diarrhea?
I don't think that's a symptom, but you know.
It's a symptom.
So I think you're safe.
No, it is a symptom.
Oh, for corona?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they added more
think
symptoms.
They added like 6
You
more
can't just
symptoms.
add more symptoms. It's not a DLC. The fuck?
They did add more.
They got extra content.
They added
Lost-
extra content to
You
Corona?
see, the U.S. put
It's free of charge.
You see, the U.S. put billions of dollars into unlocking the DLC.
Are
For
you
everybody.
fucking kidding me? You're joking, really? They added more
No.
symptoms?
No.
Yeah, they did.
There were
Yeah,
like
that's one
6
of the
symptoms,
symptoms,
that they added, and one
They
of them
added,
I
like,
think
chills.
was diarrhea.
They
Yeah,
added, like,
chills.
Now I gotta be scared when I get
also-
chills?
Loss of taste.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Lost
loss of
some
taste.
taste.
Oh.
It's got bluish lips or a bluish face.
Muscle. Yeah, muscle. What's it called?
If you have new confusions or an inability to arouse.
Muscle
basically.
spasms.
Inability to arouse.
It
That's
says
just,
new confusions or
some-
inability to arouse.
that's just someone's excuse. That's not. That's not.
No
a-
wonder. I probably have Rona.
Aw.
Damn.
Too much information.
Anyway. Okay.
Any roners?
Yeah,
Alright, let's-
Oh
alright.
my.
Rewind.
So
Rewind.
let's bring it back real quick. So, now that we're like, thinking more about like, each other and stuff, I really want to like get this first ever podcast to get like centered around like us mostly, since it is the first one, and we might as well introduce ourselves all around. Like we're like it's like the first day of class. Like you guys ever been the new kid in class and you had to introduce yourself
All the
No.
time.
all the time?
Yeah, they mispronounced my name, so I had to correct them. Stuff like that.
What they used to say.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
You're just
Word?
that was your version of a joke.
See.
All right then.
I hate him.
Anyways, so let's go around. Let's go around and let's see like what's everyone's deal? Like, does anybody have anything they want to like how they want to introduce each other? Let's say hang on. I'm gonna say Soul goes first. So tell us a little about yourself.
Hi, my name is Soul. I have been sober for about 24 months.
Sip some water.
Sip some water.
Everybody take a drink. Pour one out.
Thrown over the
For the
board.
homies. For the homies.
For the homie.
For the homies.
What do you mean, like?
I mean, like, okay, so what? I mean, anything. I mean, do you want to tell us anything about you? Like, what do you like to do? Like,
I don't know. I like playing video games. That's pretty much about it. And I work.
what's your favorite video
That's
game?
my entire life. Witcher 3.
Witcher 3 is your favorite video game of all time.
Yes.
You're
100%.
joking.
It is.
You're
He
joking.
played this 4 times. He played and beat this 4 times.
Yep.
If you guys don't know, over on Hybo4K and Soul Felony, they're doing a full playthrough of Witcher. So, little throw out there.
Yes.
And I guess that being your favorite game, you know a lot about it. So I'm not gonna judge. I mean, it is a new game, but most people like old games. So is there any reason why you like this game?
Because I don't have rose tinted glasses.
Rose
This game was pretty good.
So
do you know
so
what that
from
means?
do you mean like kind of like
Nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia binoculars or type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. I mean, I see why. I see why like more new games are coming more favorite because I mean they're genuinely good games. Sometimes you just like
Mhm.
games because we like them. Is there anything that you want anybody to know before while they're getting into like why they should watch you or something like that. Like, is there anything like? I just want to cover everything before we move on.
I don't know. I feel like there's nothing special about me. I'm
Just-
one of two Mexicans, so there's nothing special about me.
I'm the other one. If anybody wants to know.
He also is a lot more special. I am like, yeah. So there's nothing to watch me for.
Do you like to cook or anything? Like, is there anything special?
I do like to cook.
You
Yeah.
do? See, there's something open for everybody to learn. But I mean, hey, it's up to you. I mean, go check out Soul. Everybody's links will be in the description, and yeah, I applaud you. There you go. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Let's next one. I want to see more V. Let's get your input on what do you want to tell everybody? Who is V?
I'm Vrage. I'm a
The letter
chronic
of the alphabet.
vegetarian. That is towards the second half of
Sure.
the alphabet as well. I am unique in this group because I am one of a kind because I am me. But really, honestly, I can't cook. That
Sounded like you were like advertising.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, but about me, I love video games. I've always played. My first one, I remember playing as a kid was Pokemon Gold. So, the nostalgia goggles hit me there. It's not one of my favorite games of all time, that's for sure. But it is just a classic game that I like to go to if I ever want to play something. Other than that, I do like making digital art when I can. I'm an amateur, but I enjoy it. Photoshop, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I've been on YouTube for a few years, and overall, if you take the span of YouTube and Twitch, it's been about 4 years, I'd say, almost. And it's like trying to talk to people and make a community and just have fun. So that's kind of why I'm here now, and that's and I've been sober for 23 years.
Oh
So.
Damn! Wow.
Not a
Straight up,
lick.
congrats.
I
Not
thought,
a lick.
yeah, it's just just a little applause there. Same thing I threw at Soul. What's your favorite game? Since Gold was your favorite, if it was your first, but what was your favorite? What's your favorite game like so far?
So truth be told, I don't play a lot of games. I like games, but I don't play a lot of them because I have gaming commitment issues. Like I start a game, I fall off of it, and I never go back to it. Trying to curb that habit.
So you've never found a game that you can really stick with that's really interests you that much?
Not really, because I've liked most of the games I played because I am picky. I'd say like one of the ones that did surprise me was Breath of the Wild because that was my first ever Zelda game, and considering it's the one that changed the whole entire format of the Zelda series, going from like dungeon based to an open world kind of style. I think that really impressed me as a game just to get me into it. But I don't really have a quote favorite. It's hard for me just to like pick one just because of my gaming habit. So yeah, that's probably where I'd leave it out.
Okay. So do you have is there like a certain way like you like? Okay, so is like a certain game you like any kind of style? Is there like
Or genre?
Yeah, I'd say genre. Like, do you like RPGs? Do you like
I love the idea of open world RPGs, but I just always get overwhelmed, and I'm just like, yeah, I won't play. Like I got Skyrim, I played for like 5-10 hours. I'm like, yeah, this is great. Then I stopped. Breath of the Wild, I played a bit more. I haven't finished.
Did you
fully,
beat Breath of the Wild?
I mean, no, but I've seen through it. But again, it's like I really like that genre. I love it, but it's just like I just get overwhelmed.
Have you beaten any game besides a Pokemon game?
Yeah, I beat actually, to tell you the truth, I haven't beaten many games, but one of the games I did beat not too long ago that I would recommend to anyone is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That one really impressed me from everything from the fighting style to the cinematics to the story writing and the voice acting. That's probably one of my favorite games if I were to, because I haven't beaten many, but that's the one game I'd recommend to everyone. I wouldn't recommend Pokemon to everyone, but that's one I'll recommend to everyone. So
okay,
yeah.
And if you guys want to go see more of Vrage Gaming, he's doing a current playthrough of Thousand Year Door. Is that it?
Yeah, almost done actually.
Yeah, almost done with the 1,000 Year Door. If you guys want to go check that out, he's doing.
Well, by the time that this is over,
they can still check it out.
By the time that this is uploaded, we'll be done.
They can still check it out.
They can.
Yeah, he's doing it with GameArenaVS, and if you guys want to go check that out, everybody's links will be in the description. Like I said. All right. next, let's see Hybrid. Let's see what you're all about.
How are y'all?
I'm pretty
Welcome to Hybo's Corner.
good.
So as you know, my name is Hybo, Hybrid. You can call me anything. People call me Michael. Call me my first name. Call me anything. About me, I work a lot. I play games a lot. I do YouTubes. I do Twitch streaming. Nothing out of the ordinary. That's I love to edit. Editing is one thing that I love doing. Videos and whatnot. I love gaming, obviously. I can cook. I cook a lot. Well, not recently because I haven't been grocery shopping lately. So after what I've seen in the news, I don't want to touch no groceries. People be coughing and stuff on them.
Paranoid.
Yeah, I'm paranoid. I'm not. I need this job. I'm not. I need this job. I need to pay bills. I'm moving out pretty soon, actually. So
Again.
New atmosphere. Yeah, I've been here for 14 months, man. Too long. It hasn't. It doesn't feel like
too
that
long for you.
14 months.
Yeah.
Paying almost 1,500. Not 1,500. Yeah, 1,500 a month. Too much. But I'm going somewhere that's closer to work, so
That's
it's
good.
easier that way. And it's cheaper. It looks nicer, so
That's even better.
expect a lot of in real life content.
Nice.
Vlogging, whatnot.
Oh, someone got a little
I've been
sneak
making
peek. Yeah.
a little sneak peek. Actually, it's coming this upcoming mid of this month. I'll be starting to post it, so look forward to that. As far as my favorite game, I'm gonna be honest with you and real with you. I don't have a favorite game. I don't. And if you were to ask me what game I played the most, it's sad, but it's League.
Oh,
League, and that game is so depressing. Like it is very depressing. Oh, that's my phone call. Oops. Let me have to mute that real quick. It's League of Legends, and I put too much money, and that game made me very depressed.
Yeah. I mean, I played a lot of League with Hybrid. It's one of the games we really play a lot at, actually, in common. I currently have spent, I think I spent more money than you on League, have I?
You did.
Yeah.
We spent, we spent almost $2,000 on that game.
Yeah. It's a madhouse of how much it's like you can get sucked into a game you don't even like. It's kind of weird. It's like, I guess we're like addiction. Is it like an addiction? Would you call it that?
Yup.
I think it's.
That's about an addiction. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there
Oh, you know what? Actually, what ties it is Dokkan.
Oh God!
I spent so much money on Dokkan.
That's not even if anybody knows what Dokkan, it's like a Dragon Ball. It's a game phone gacha game, and like Hybrid and V introduced me into Dokkan like a while ago. It was like a couple years ago, and literally I've hated them ever since because then they just like constantly make me want to get more and more out of that game. V stopped playing it completely.
I'm cold turkey.
Yeah, he's
sober from Dokkan.
He's sober. And I think we all have our guilty guilty pleasures? I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
We all have our guilty pleasures of whenever it comes to like a game or even I think gacha games are the most toxic things to get into.
Yup.
Like Ak plays a lot of the One Piece one, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's
Treasure Cruise.
Treasure Cruise.
I'll talk into Treasure Cruise. I'll talk about it when you get to me.
All right.
Don't forget about the JP.
Oh my God! And there's also like a different we even have to download a certain emulator. No, not an emulator. We have to download the JP version. Getting into that too, so it's two separate games that we're into. Hell, we even have way more accounts than we're supposed to.
Y'all do. That's your problem, man. I get one. I'm sober.
Oh yeah,
I'm only down to 2 accounts now. Which is
I'm only down to
JP,
2 too. Is with my JP and my global, and I haven't even played anything else. So like Hybrid, when you said that you like to like you said you don't like a certain game. Is there like a reason why? Do you like only like different kinds of genres? Is there anything like specific you like?
What do you mean?
So like,
the only game I don't like, which I do like, which I don't like.
that didn't make
League.
any sense.
I know. I don't know.
Wait,
Just...
so like so let's say if you were locked in a room and you can
Okay.
only take one game and it can't be a MOBA, what would it be?
That's tough. I don't know.
Really?
Probably would have. Well,
it obviously has to
probably
be
have
a
to be-
game with replay value, right?
It's like gotchas.
Seriously?
To be honest, I'd be happy. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd be happy if I just bought my phone and just have gotcha games on there.
Wow.
I mean, that's me personally. I don't have a specific game that I can't play without getting bored. You know, I don't want to. What I tend to do is I play a lot of a game, which now I'm trying not to do. Is I play a game and I play it constantly, and it overwhelms me, and I don't like to play it anymore. I get bored of it, and so I push it away and start a new game.
Okay.
So now I'm playing little by little and trying to push myself not to play it again the next day or the day after until I come back to it. So that's why hopefully with this stream schedule happens, it's gonna work out. So
okay. So
I think my main reasoning is being for gacha game purposes because it always updates. Hopefully, Dokkan's gonna always update. So
yeah. Well, I mean,
there's always gonna be new content until
the
point where you.
I was gonna say that too. Like, what if Dokkan can't? I mean, they can only make so much Dragon Ball.
True, that's true. That's true. I mean, will I be receiving income while I'm stuck in this place?
Depends on what your means of a steady income is.
Well, if I'm stuck in a place and all I have to worry about is food, then yeah, that's gonna be Dokkan.
No, they'll supply you food. I'll say that. Let's
okay,
say, like,
well then it's gonna be Dokkan.
Yeah, okay.
100%. It's gonna be Dokkan.
Oh well, there you go.
Either that or the City of Final Fantasy Omni Opera, because I got back into that.
Have you been playing that?
Yeah, I've been
even
playing
invited me. Anyways.
You don't play the mobile version.
Oh, not the mobile version.
The gacha version.
Oh,
no, I've been playing the mobile Omni Opera.
I play the new one. The
NT?
I think it is. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
One of those. Anyways, if you guys want to go see more of Hybo, his link will be in the description. He's doing a lot of you're streaming with Soul, and you're also streaming a Spider-Man playthrough. Are you still doing that?
I'm streaming. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm streaming Spider-Man. I'm also streaming with Soul. I'm recording with V, Pokemon Crystal, and we have a special project coming for 2 other people, which is in this group as well. So
we do.
Oh, so it's not me.
I said 2 other people. So besides the ones that I mentioned,
I have not been informed about anything, so it's not me.
Oh, it's you. You are the one that named the game. You're the one that named the game.
Never mind. Yeah. I know what we're talking about. Sorry. Like I said, if you guys want to go check him out, we'll put their links in the description below. And now, down to one besides me is GameArenaVS Kyle. What's up with you, buddy?
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Kyle. I have not drank. I have not had. I've been sober for about
let's get past the lies. Let's get past the lies. Let's just keep going.
All right, now it's only been 1 second. Let's see. I was about to make a jerk off joke, but I'm really not going to do that right now. In all realness,
inability to arouse.
I am Kyle of Game Arena, otherwise known as AK, because the channel is formerly named AK Attack.
Whatever happened there? Let's get to that real quick. Like, what made you want to change your name like that?
I don't personally like recording on my own.
So you have abandonment issues.
Is this a psychology course or something?
Yep. Yes, it is. Let's talk about you. I'm just
Oh,
joking.
fuck.
Go ahead.
Oh, fuck. So, I mean, and then I like streaming by myself because it's fine. I guess it's better. Like, it's something like I don't want to have to edit a series that I'm doing on my own.
Okay.
So it's like, and I just felt like it was like kind of pointless at this point if at that point we just started just doing a bunch of versus stuff. So I just wanted to rebrand around last year, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
And so we became Game Arena.
Who's we?
Over...
You want to tell us who Game Arena is?
Or well, I decided to become Game Arena. My bad.
Do you have like a group?
Because
like, do you want to shout out or something?
I would like to shout out my friends Jack, Nick, and Neil for dealing with my crazy bitch ass over the past year and a half, or however much we record. especially shout out to our Skyward Sword playthrough. There were no fuck ups in audio, which I'm really happy about. There were we had excruciating pain during that. And all in all, we had even though it was painful to go through that game, we had fun at least playing the game like alongside each other and trying to see who could beat it first. And I won't reveal who won. Yeah. But because of Rona, because of what's going on in the world, I've it's kind of hard to produce like, I guess, solo or like sort of like content. So I've really just been like, all right, it looks like it's slowing down. I'll just start to post stuff again, and by the time this is all over, we should have like a month at least before everybody has to go. If some sort of pandemic outbreak happens again, we'll at least have like some sort of month or two of like recording.
Okay.
So my hope is June, everything's good, and then I hope that nothing bad happens, but I kind of just feel like we're probably gonna be we're just gonna have on and off quarantine, I guess. I don't know how to put it.
Gotcha. I mean, with like obviously it's gonna be harder to do like, since it's easier for us to do group kind of activities since we are all online and we usually play online games. I understand that's like if you guys do couch kind of games, it's gonna be harder. And like, is there any like way like, are you just waiting? Is like the only way that you're gonna probably get past this?
Pretty much, it's just waiting and hoping because we have the next verses planned. It's not like, so I don't just plan the next verses. I plan like the next like 2 or 3 verses in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's not like anything that I can't like. I don't know. It's not something that just changes.
Okay. So you have a schedule like, going forward.
Yeah, like I can say this right now because it's not happening for a while, and I won't say who's in it, but we're doing a Leaf Green randomizer versus, and that requires 3 people.
Okay.
Because we decided, hey, we're gonna do multiple people for this one. Someone's having 2 people going after that title.
Okay.
And yeah, and then after that, I said, okay, if this person wins the contenders match, these are the games being played. Everybody liked the ideas that I had, so, you know, there's not a lot that I can. It's just very limited when everybody else does not have like a high tech computer like we all do, or like a gaming computer. So it's very different. Yeah, so this whole situation has been a bit rough, but on Monday, I'm just gonna start uploading with like a corona-proof schedule.
Okay.
If you will.
That makes sense.
So,
do you want to like tell us what's about you? Like, is there anything you like to do? Is there anything certain thing you like or anything?
I like to play video games.
Mm-hmm.
I can go into more detail with that. I like drinking, if you guys couldn't tell in my intro. My dad has been learning how to make drinks, or we've been learning how to make drinks, so we've had like a different drink each night because we're locked in our homes.
Okay.
And I have nothing better to do. I like eating and I like food. I like to cook as well. Let's see what else. Here's why I'll make this joke. Jerking off, passionate. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
What else?
Oh.
I am a recovering weeaboo.
Recovering? When you're in the game, you can't get out.
And I've been trying to get out, but I have this little hand attached to me saying, "Read my damn comic, or else I'll fucking kill you." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Okay, cool, Kyo, I'll read it."
Name drop. Name drop.
Name drops. And it's whatever. And I guess going back to video games, my favorite one, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Not only did I love it as a child, but I replayed it probably when we were a part of like Schlubs' Discord a lot more.
Okay.
And I really liked that game. I think I remember playing it when Flash was like reading us a story and I wasn't even listening, and I was just playing my game, and he's just like, "So, Ack, how do you like it?" And I'm like, what?
So like, do you like? So you're another Zelda fan, obviously.
I am.
Okay.
I'm very more I am probably the Zelda person when it comes to, I guess, our group. However, I am not as good in Breath of the Wild, because that one's a lot more open, whereas I know the ins and outs of every other game.
Gotcha.
Pretty much. What else? Things that I would bring into a room, I have to agree with Hybo. He said Dokkan Battle. I probably would bring One Piece, especially because I'm as endgame as I am, and I don't spend too much money. There's just a lot to do.
Okay.
And
so it's another gacha game, you mean?
Yeah, and I'd probably, and because you'd have your phone.
Yeah.
You could go on the internet, you could do other stuff while you're waiting to play again.
Okay. So I'm getting like whenever you would want to like play something, you need to be with friends to make it more entertaining for you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because sometimes playing a game alone could be boring. Sometimes you just want to have someone to talk to about it.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, with everything going on, it's going to be kind of harder to do like couch kind of games, like we said. Is there any like anything else you want to get by before we move on?
I would like to say that that there's never anything wrong with any Pokemon game, no matter how much people want to shit on them.
I mean, Black and White wasn't, but anyways,
what?
Getting past that,
I knew it.
Now we got everybody done. Now
talk about yourself.
Shit. No.
All right.
Anyway, okay, hang on. The only reason, like, all right, before I go on to myself, if anybody wants to see more of Ack, he's doing a playthrough of Thousand Year Door with Vrage, and that will be on their Twitch, and it'll be in the link to description below. Is there any other projects you're going to work on soon, or?
Yes, I did want to bring this up.
What's up?
Actually, once we're done with this whole stupid virus, I actually just moved into a new home.
Oh.
Where people don't really care about noise or whatever, as long as I inform them. So when people are actually allowed to have over, your boy is going to start doing skits on the channel.
Skits?
Yeah, so I have an idea for a skit that I came up with around 3 a.m. last Saturday.
So you were drunk?
I'm very excited to put it into practice. What?
So you were drunk, right?
I did drink a lot that day, during which that was fun. Yes, but I remember most of it. I don't actually. It's weird. I don't have a thing where like everybody's just like, oh, I have a hangover. Oh, I black out. Like I've never had that. I remember everything.
Gotcha.
And I've never had a headache.
All right.
So
well.
And the other thing is along with this podcast, I do a podcast on my channel, ArenaCast, and that should be going up weekly on Fridays as well.
Oh, okay. Well, if anybody's interested in that, just check out the links in the description below.
We talk about Smash Bros a lot.
Smash.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So
So
I like to keep it like all together. Right now, hello. I am CoyoteRose, also known as Enigma by a lot of my friends. I transitioned from Enigma Loves You to CoyoteRose, and well, that was like a whole another story by itself, because Enigma Loves You was like a really good, like, I love that name altogether, but it was not allowed in a lot of the things I played, because it said a very bad word in it that is not allowed right now. I see Hybrid's
would you like to
questioning.
talk about that word?
Enigma. I'm gonna keep saying it because there's a word in the middle that you can't say.
Would
Don't
you like
say
to talk
it.
about that word?
No, don't say it.
Wait,
Isn't the word loves you?
Yes, it's the word loves you, totally. Soul, I don't think Soul, do you want Enigma? What's in the middle of Enigma? Write out Enigma and then look at it. Oh my god.
He's kidding, man.
All right. So you just keep talking about.
Anyways, hi, my name is CoyoteRose.
Hi, CoyoteRose.
Hi, CoyoteRose.
A lot of the people here call me Enigma, and I don't think that's ever gonna change.
Enigma.
I don't think that's ever gonna change. I've like
It's like how all of you guys call me Ack, and
yeah. I mean,
go by
it's
that.
never
I'm
gonna
not
change.
gonna call you Game Arena, all right?
Just call me Kyle.
I'll call you Versus.
Yes. No. Don't call me Versus. Call me VS.
Oh god.
wow.
We already have a V. Yeah, we already have a
I'm
V.
a V.
Anyways, I like to do most of the things that people in here like to do, play video games. I really, really like to write stories. I love writing. I
forgot to actually mention that too. I also like to write.
Yeah, I like to write. I also like to cook. I love cooking. It's one of my most favorite things to do. I also love to. So whenever like I like to do things, it's usually in like with a span of whatever I'm doing, and then I stop, and then I go back to it over and over again. So like I get into something and then I don't, and then I go back and forth. So right now, what I really like to do is just record. I like to record more than anything. I like editing like Hybrid. Editing seems like the most fun thing to do. It's mostly tedious for other people, but I like it. I don't think I have a favorite game either. If it had to be a favorite game, it'd probably be between Dark Souls series and Resident Evil series. No, Hybrid, it's not Witcher.
Is it League?
No, it's hell no, it's not League. If I had to pick a favorite game, it would probably be. I like Dragon Ball. Hybrid's just showing off his collection right now. You know what's funny is that nobody can see you guys, but at one point we're probably gonna put face cams on everybody.
Are we?
I mean,
I
at
think
one.
that's a bad idea.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's pretty fun to see what everybody's
feel
doing.
like
You're just mad because you don't want to see anybody on your phone.
Wait, what?
You don't want to see anybody that you were on your phone.
I wasn't on my phone.
What are you playing on then?
I was playing with a napkin.
That's
Me too.
oh my god.
Yeah, like you want to see my napkin?
Yeah.
I hate all
If
of
I had to pick a
you.
favorite game, it'd be Resident Evil. And yeah, that's basically it. I mean, there's not really much to me like most of the other guys. Everybody else is doing something interesting. So, moving on into like where we all like, who we all are. How did anybody actually get into, doing streaming or doing YouTube or anything? Does anybody want to start, or do you want me to pick someone?
I could start.
What's up?
I'll start. So, for me, I always saw like Let's Plays, and I always thought maybe I could do it. Maybe I could do that because a lot of the things that people like to do, like honestly, it was the Game Grumps.
Really?
I don't know. I really like what they did. And the first of all, actually, I started something back in 2011 when I was a kid, and I recorded on a camcorder, and I thought I'm cool. I could do this, and that wasn't the
cool
Game Grumps
whatsoever.
that inspired. It wasn't. And then I saw the Game Grumps, and I'm like, oh, I need another person. So I asked my friend Nick, and we wanted to do it. And we ended up not really wanting to do it. And then a year later, I don't know, something a year later, I'm like, I'm gonna get my own computer. I wanna start streaming. I wanna start recording.
Okay.
I bought this thing for $150. I bought this capture card for $150. I don't even use it. Like,
I see.
my laptop's crappy. I need something new anyways. I might as well just justify getting this big computer just to do it. So I did that. And throughout the course of everything, I did stuff alone. I did stuff with other people. We'd start and stop recording video, like Let's Plays and everything if something got boring. And this was with multiple people. We ended up really liking doing Smash tournaments at my house. But A, the landlord, and B, my mom got it was pretty much very hard to like work around other people because they also had to use the living room. And so that couldn't really just become an occurrence. So at some point, YouTube, instead of becoming what drew me closer to my friends, ended up drawing me away or bringing me closer to a, I guess, sanity place, because that year around school, I ended up not really having the best time. I lost a couple of friends due to unknown reasons to me. I guess they just didn't like me, or someone they started hanging out. I think it was they started hanging out with someone that personally did not like me. So they ended up just abandoning me, and I still had a bunch of other people, but those were my two really close friends. Those were my two wrestling friends. And it was very hard because I didn't have anybody else to talk about wrestling with. So, and that was like a big part of my life, which was wrestling. I used to go to shows, I used to do everything, before Rona. And it was very hard because I wanted to structure a lot more around wrestling about my channel.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been very interesting if I had the mind to start doing what I wanted to, what I thought about doing with wrestling now, which was a fantasy booking. And if I started that 3 years ago, I think people would have jumped, but
it didn't really happen.
It never really happened. And then I heard about other stuff that I think is a part of a topic.
Yeah.
So that would pretty much. And
that.
after that, I pretty much, and then I won't talk about that. I will talk about other stuff. My channel, I started trying to focus more around like those people, and then I started to soon realize that by doing that, all of my friends I've made, all of my friends I was hanging out with, like I was hanging out consistently with. No, in school, I was putting myself further away from them.
Okay.
And that was something I think that I really just didn't like somewhat sometimes.
Okay. So I guess in the way YouTubing and streaming kind of took you away from some of the things you did like.
And because I was getting a lot closer with a lot more people, with a lot newer people. And I felt like, and this streaming thing ended up becoming my thing when it started as what I did with other people. And at somewhere in the middle of that, I just felt like it was wrong of me to not.
Okay. So with all the effort you put into it, it just kind of felt right, I'm guessing.
It just felt like all of this effort I could be putting into with people like that I was streaming, people online that like I didn't vibe with as well with my friends. Why was I doing that when I can make my whole channel, my own channel that I owned, surrounding me and my friends just playing through games, like versing through games. And I guess that's something I should probably shout out, because Versus is a channel. They don't actually do content anymore. They stopped about, I think, last year because they want to start doing stuff with other people rather than just the two of them. And I think that this would work out a lot better than that because it's kind of a together thing. And I feel like I would stream on my own at the end of the day if
Well, so like that's another question I want to ask everybody. Is it hard to stream alone, or is it better to stream like together with friends?
Oh, it's so much easier to stream with other people because you could like bounce off of others.
I enjoy both. I've been doing so much combo streams that I kind of miss the solo aspect. I mean,
But
can
what
do it solo.
what about it?
I'm used
What
to
about
it.
it like do you miss? Like what is like so good about solo that do you miss about it?
Well, in all honesty, it's hard to interact with chat when there's more people. I'm like the type of person that really likes to, like when I did YouTube a few years ago, I really talked to chat a lot. And I think that's what a lot of people love that. You know, the whole point of building a community for me was to let people know that like, hey, it's not like during the stream you're just here to watch me, and after the stream you're in the server and nothing's gonna happen. I was always interacting in server, post stream. I was talking actively, reading every single comment. But when you have multiple people in the stream with you, you're kind of stepping on toes, and it's hard to navigate because if you have people wanting to ask questions and you want to acknowledge them, it's hard to. And
It's
same with
distracting.
exactly, and same with the other person you're streaming with. If they want to, talk to their chat, it just gets hard, and it's like you're playing a dance, and it can get, again,
Yeah.
stepping on toes. And
Just
so
gets tedious.
that's why I don't mind the dual aspect or having multiple people,
Mhm.
but I also like solo streaming if there's people watching too, because then I can at least, let people know that like, hey, I care that you're here, I appreciate it, and I'm gonna, see what you have to say. So that's why I
yeah.
don't mind solo streaming.
So,
I think
yeah.
that's where it gives me more time to talk to people.
And I thought we've been doing a pretty good job with
Okay,
that.
no, like that's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
another thing. It's just like you don't
Yeah.
want to get like step on anybody's toes, obviously, about if you're streaming with them that hey, I don't like to do this. It's just he's explaining like I agree with him completely because I want to like multi-stream and everything, but it's just getting hard because obviously juggling everything, it's just gonna get like really big on you. It's just gonna weigh you down. So like Hybrid and Soul, do you guys both agree with that, or do you guys like streaming more?
No, I totally agree with him because back then it was same as me. I was on YouTube and interacting with the chat was very very it was more fun. For example, I was with Soul just recently, and it's really hard to keep an eye on the chat when you're having a conversation with Soul at the same, or not with Soul, but with another person, and at the same time playing a game you haven't played. So you're focused on the game that you've never played, and you're going for it, and you're having another conversation on one end with your partner, and then chat's talking to you, and you totally miss out the chat. It's like, oh, rip. So I mean, I like both ways. Streaming with friends is a lot fun, or with with anybody. It's fun. It's interactive, especially if you're playing games that are where both of you can be in it. But sometimes you just need time for yourself.
So are you saying like you would rather record with friends and stream alone, or is it just like it's whatever?
I'm okay, either or.
Like? Yeah, okay.
Either or is both of them is both of them are fun. I don't mind recording by myself. I don't mind recording with friends. Either or, they're both 100% okay.
What about you, Soul?
It don't matter to me, man. Like if I have to talk to chat, I'm gonna mute myself and talk to chat. Because honestly, chat is more important than whoever I'm playing with, to be honest.
True.
Unless I'm talking to somebody who's okay with me talking to chat while playing with them. Which
well,
I think
yeah,
everybody
well,
here
it's
is
like
okay
obviously,
with.
it's like I think it's more because
But
like
if they ask me like a personal question, like or like a tutorial or something, I'll mute and then talk to them, answer them real quick, and then hop back in. It's not that hard for me to multitask, especially with streaming. But yeah, it really doesn't matter to me.
So like obviously I think like it's easier if we have friends that we stream with because I think they'd be more understanding towards us talking to the chat more, even if so because if we have viewers, then that's basically what we're working for. It's like that's basically like our viewership needing like at least a voice just to talk for just a minute while we go back and forth at the game, our friend, and the chat. So yeah, you guys are like, we all like to do like different ways. So like, especially like with streaming and YouTubing, I'm guessing it gets really hard on you guys too. So like, what's like the way that like made you like okay, so it's obviously a good commitment to want to stream and to YouTube, like while juggling everything in your real life. I wouldn't want to call it like less real than right now, but like, when was it like? When were you guys like sure? When was everybody like sure that they really wanted to do this, to put time and money into like everything that's like having to be gone to? Anybody?
Probably since we started this channel.
Is it like, I mean, did you guys like start sooner, or did you guys like start now?
So for the most part, I just was testing it out. Like when I started YouTube, I just wanted to see if I really wanted to be a part of it. And then just like unfortunate times, I couldn't continue it. And then recently I just got back into it like in January. And having a community and all that is just so fun. And it's having them engage with you is like what keeps me motivated to keep moving on. And then at that point, I just started putting a lot more money and time into it.
That's a huge thing. Money is a huge thing when it comes to this. You have it's basically investment. You have to put money into it, you know, to get somewhere. And actually with starting off, I mean, I did YouTube back then, a while back. I did Minecraft content actually before any of this. I did it just for fun. I thought it'd be really interesting because everybody was doing it back when Minecraft was huge. I got a buddy of mine that I did, and I did that, and then slowly I got back into Pokemon. I did some streams, and that's how I met Enigma. I met Enigma through Pokemon streams, and I wanted to stream. So at that time, streaming was pretty cool. I wanted to stream, and then I saw people do it on YouTube, so I went back onto YouTube, and I had this whole hiatus where I just stopped, and then I got back onto it. Once I had a job, I started purchasing stuff like a microphone, a new computer, and I wanted to see how it was, and I did it, and it was pretty fun getting up there, up to 500 subs, talking with the community. You know, that was the most important fun thing about it. They were just, you know, it was just really fun. Before, I didn't really had the idea of making this a big thing for me in my life, because originally I wanted to be a cardiologist. Fun fact. I went to school for cardiology.
Dang.
Yeah, heart surgeon. And yeah, and so that changed.
That's a really big change. So like,
it changed because I didn't want. I actually shadowed nurses, and I went through the nursing phase, and it was horrible. I hated it. I didn't like cleaning up shit. I didn't like, I did almost everything, and it was just, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot of money getting, but I mean, it's a lot of money putting in, and if you fail it, then you're gonna have a hard time getting up there.
Yeah.
You know. And so it was cool and all. And then I decided I had a hiatus stop on my channel, and I just wanted to go to school, did a lot of work, and trying to figure out what I want to do. And I had a time where it was just really tough for me to find out what I really, really, really want to do, until this recent year when I moved out, got a new job. I was able to do and get some stuff, able to upgrade my computer and whatnot. I looked into videography.
Wow.
And so now I want to do YouTube. I want to stream, edit, do a lot of video editing. As Ak said, he wanted to get into his little skits. I also wanted to get into skits as well. I have a camera that I'm saving up to get currently and whatnot. So that's what I've been. The motivation has changed from being wanting to originally how I just wanted to do things for fun and making this out of into a career. So
like, okay, so with videography, it's obviously also kind of blends into what we do here. Like, like obviously that's also going to help you to do your passion and obviously do everything for fun that you find fun. So I mean, that's also cool too.
Yeah.
V, do you like? Is there like any certain like ways you like? Okay, so like developing into what you like wanted to be, is there like any leeway towards it? Like is there anything around you that's helping you or your motivation towards it?
For my current channel?
Yeah, I mean, like, do you find it like?
Wait, how did you become Vrage?
Yeah, like.
Oh, yeah. So, sophomore year of college, I'm like, yo, this seems pretty cool. I actually don't know. I think another friend of mine introduced me to like the quote PokeTubers and the community and what people were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm like, hey, I'm not incompetent when it comes to Pokemon, and I have a computer and Apple earbuds that I can use to record. Let's try it. So I kind of did it, and that's how I met all you guys. And I just wanted to keep doing it because I had people to do it with. And then, I had a summer where I saw growth because I was doing streaming every day. But I had to do a hard stop because I already told everyone that was coming into the community. I'm like, hey, I'm stopping at this point because school is more important because I was also in college at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I got to stop. And so I did. I tried to go back and do some streams and videos. People came back. It was great. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I just didn't feel it. Then in like last year, Ak and I switched over to Twitch more and, created a newer channel for Twitch, separate from my YouTube one and YouTube identity too a bit. And, Ak was like, hey, you want to start doing like, kind of like streams together. I'm like, yeah, let's try something. What's up? So we did multiple series. We've done a Gold Soul Link stream. We've done a Celeste Race versus. We've done Mario right now for 1,000 Year Door. And also in the past, we've done Luigi's Mansion. So we started doing that. And then this project, this group came about from that. And I think now that I'm done school, I have more free time. I don't have to spend my night studying or doing homework.
Quote unquote free time.
So, I was like, let me do this again, because it's fun, and I had a lot of fun doing it back in the day. So it sucks because I regret cutting it off at the point, but I had to do it because I wasn't gonna just stop my school focus.
Yeah.
So it was fun. The community was growing, but I had to stop it.
So yeah,
I did what I had to do,
which we both regret.
So that's
I'm in a better place now.
But that's what I'm saying. Basically. Like, this also leads into another topic I wanted to talk about. Is like, how did your like real life affect like towards you wanting to stream and stuff, and like how did your like family react to everything? Did you guys ever tell your family like, hey, I actually really want to stream on YouTube and stuff?
No.
So my family, the first day, like my first ever Pokemon Let's Play video went up because that's what I did on the channel. On YouTube, I put on Facebook. My friends knew about it. People on Facebook knew about it. I just was like, hey, I'm doing this, and everyone was like, all right, cool, have fun. I saw it as a hobby the entire time, and I still see it as a hobby. I don't want to. If anything comes out of it, that's great. But for me, it's just a hobby because I do work on the side. Because I've done. That's my main bread and butter. But this is just something I do for the fun of it. And so for me, my family was just like, who cares? Yeah. They didn't care. They don't care.
But if it ever does evolve, would you put more time into this or no?
Yeah, I would. I would just have to talk to my work about it and just manage both if anything comes of it. I don't mind. My main goal with this group is I just want to help build a community if possible.
Yeah,
because I enjoyed doing that back in the day.
So I have a question, V.
For me?
I have a question for you. What happens when you get to a situation where YouTube/Switch does make more money than your current job now?
I keep both if I can, because I still have nights free, I still have weekends free, and I still have a job, thankfully. So.
Yeah, that also. I mean, you got to realize, like, with a group, it'd be kind of easier for him to get free time, quote unquote, like you said, because I mean, if we're doing something at that point, other one of us can be doing something else. I guess a group would probably make it easier, light load on you, if it does evolve into something.
Yeah, but again, like with this group, it's also dependent on your individual channel.
True.
So if my channel, I guess, were to grow to that height, then I just split the time. But when the decision comes, I would have to probably choose my job, but that's fine.
Even if there's more benefits off of your content creating?
Yeah, because that's not as definite. It's more risky. If it's if I can make side money from it, that's great. But that's not my goal right now.
All right. So with like, I mean, like, how is it? Anybody else's like? Was anybody else conflicted in real life, like Hybrid, Soul, Ack?
No, actually, when I go ahead.
So I kind of before I guess it's kind of a weird topic to talk about, but I went to college for about 2 years and I didn't know what I really wanted to do, so I decided to I was in a major where I only did it for money, and it was very influenced by people like by my mom, because she thought, oh, he's good at math, he'd enjoy this, when I hated every single second of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I felt as if I ever mentioned, hey, I do YouTube, or hey, I do this, or hey, I do that, I always felt like I was going to be judged from either one of my parents.
So and
so I don't ever really told them. I think I've told like them I do videos, and I think I've told them that like it's more like a fun thing, but it's like I've never told them, hey, this is what I actually wanted to do with my life at one point.
So
and
you're kind of like closeting whatever you're doing.
Yeah, it's not something like the game videos aren't something that I'm just gonna go out there and tell people that I don't think would give a shit, or well, people that like I don't want to have to waste my time and effort to tell them, hey, watch this on your free time, even though I know you're not really into gaming or whatnot. So like if I made like a skit, I probably would tell everyone to watch it because I think they'd enjoy it, whether they were a gamer or a weeaboo or just a normie. You know, it would be like it's just something that's like it. I don't want to waste my minutes. Like if I have limited amount of minutes talking to someone who is not into this stuff, I don't think that like that's what I should be talking to them about. Like, I have two of my friends. They aren't that much in the video games. Maybe they'll play like a party game or two, like Mario Kart or Mario Party. Maybe Jackbox. And so they ask me how it is, but I told them, hey, I have one. But it's not like I'm going to say, oh, yeah, I've been doing this, and this, and it's been really cool.
So you're nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, like, being, like, nonchalant about it, I guess that's also another thing. There's also, like, I mean, there's people that, like, have people that don't really care. Like V said, like, they don't really care if that's happening. Hey, it's a hobby. They have act where they just don't want to be, you don't want to be judged. I mean, what about you two, Soul, Hybrid? Hybrid, did you want to say something?
Actually, when I did this YouTube thing, I never got anybody in my personal life or anybody in real life know that I was doing this. It was all secretive, actually.
Did you want it to stay secretive, or did you like?
No, I don't know. I just didn't thought about sharing it like that. It just came, and I most of the people that watched me back then, they were just people that came to my streams. They were nobody that I knew in real life. Nobody, and until this point on, I'm starting slowly to
open up more
my streams with people. Yeah, a little open up to see how that goes, and getting reactions so far. I've had a few people message me. Got a few people that was like, oh, they want to check it out and they're interested, and they're like pretty happy and excited about it. Like, oh,
how does that make you feel?
The same. I mean, I feel good a little bit. Like, oh, people actually, my life is a little bit interesting. That's good.
Okay.
Other than that, you know, this feels normal to me.
Okay. So like, yeah. So not really closeted. More like, I'd say like kind of like nonchalant about it. Still, is that like?
Yeah. Not really. If they ask, I mean, I would have told them. But
okay. So
there was a point where. Because even at the time, I remember back then, I didn't even want to show my face.
Oh yeah,
now you're just I wanted to make it until like what, I hit 1,000 or something, and I'll show my face, something like that. I remember that.
He wanted to do a face reveal. Soul, did any of your real life clash with clash with your YouTubing or streaming or anything?
No, I just did it. I didn't tell anybody, so everybody who came was just random people. That's pretty much it. Like I was saying, ways hybrid, I guess.
Damn. Well then. So also that what does anybody have like? What is your most favorite thing about streaming or tubing? Like what is?
You know what? Wait, hold on. What about you?
What do you mean by me?
You didn't say about your origins or your development.
Okay, so I don't know.
You gotta account for yourself. You're a host.
I know I gotta account for myself, but I mean, being the host, I kind of just might as well keep it about my life's not really been that interesting. When I first got into YouTube, it was just because I was watching way more Twitch, and I found it way more happy than real life. That's kind of depressing, but real life was really sad for me, and I wanted to get away from it. So I guess twitching and YouTubing was a really big thing I wanted to do. Like how I remember getting my old phone and just recording my screen while I played, because I couldn't afford most of the stuff that most people had, and I wanted to desperately just YouTube or Twitch or and my family didn't really think it was serious. My family always made fun of me whenever I said I wanted to stream or anything. They would constantly laugh at me and make it a joke. And so I kind of just stopped telling everybody. I really got into it after, I guess, streaming a lot of GTA back then when it first came out. I streamed a lot of GTA, and it kind of just grew up on me. And then I started going into other streams just to see what people were doing, and I was really into Pokemon. So I went into a Pokemon stream, and it was for Shad Jam. Yeah, that's where I met Hybrid.
Hi, I'm weird.
That's where I met Hybrid for the first time, and he was really big. I don't know. Okay, so he was big in my opinion during that sort of time, and then he got into another group with Fletchling Tube, where I met where we all met actually. Every single one of us met during Fletchling Tube, which is I think, how long ago was that? It was 5 years ago.
It was almost 4 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean I think that's where we all really found each other, and then we kind of just branched off more and more since Fletchling Tube just kind of
Am I allowed to talk about the Ponzi scheme?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Oh, damn it! That's my favorite thing to talk about.
And it just, I mean, I just really wanted to do it more and more, so I just kind of said, fuck everybody else, and just, I'll do it myself. If nobody wants to, encourage me, then I'll just, who cares what other people think? It kind of got to that point, and after that most time, and then when I got invited to do a group project, I was really excited, but I hit it most of the time. I want you guys to know I was really excited when you guys asked me to do this. So yeah, that's my origin and development. My everyday life, yeah, like I said, my family wasn't really encouraging about it. They didn't really care, but they didn't it's not like they didn't really care me doing it. They didn't really care because they thought it was fake. They thought it was a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, going into that, I think I don't know, everybody has likes and dislikes of being a YouTuber or, streamer. I mean, V, do you have any dislikes of being a YouTuber or likes?
I think my favorite, I don't do YouTube anymore, but when it comes to streaming, I think it's just chat. It's fun to talk to people, meet new people. I'm more focused on chat than I am on the game because I don't personally think I'm not a competitive streamer. So if I was, clearly you'd want to focus on the game. But for me, it's more about being a personality. So focus on the thing that matters, not the game, but the people that are watching you. Because I don't think people, for the most part, come to watch games per se, unless you're really good. I think they just want to interact with someone that is fun to talk to or chill. So
that's
my
the people that are like that though, they normally have like the personality of a brick.
Yeah, you're laser focused on the game, but you go to watch them because you learn stuff from them. You know, they're really good at what they do.
Yeah.
But that's fine. But I'm more of like I see myself not as that because I'm not competitive like that. So the other spectrum is the personality piece, where it's just like,
oh, okay,
let's interact with chat, and that's what I like to do the most. That's what I like.
Right.
That's what I enjoy. Yeah.
What's a dislike?
I hate. Well, when it came to recording, it was just like editing and uploading was like So that's why I switched to streaming on YouTube more.
Yeah.
And that's why I
So are you done? Are you completely done with YouTube?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm just on Twitch now.
Okay.
My channel is up, but I don't touch it.
What he means by that is he doesn't mind being in a YouTube video. He just does not want to upload YouTube videos himself anymore.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to touch my channel in terms of, like, uploading. Like, someone wants me to, like, Crystal with Hybrid. He's like, yo, I want to do this series on my channel. You know, so, like, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So,
okay.
That's fine. But,
so, like, what about you, Sol? Is there any, like, likes and dislikes?
Like I said, this, like, chat is, like, the best thing ever. Somebody's always in there, like, either talking shit or encouraging you. It's fun, man. It truly is fun. I guess, yeah, like I said, same thing with YouTube. I hated recording by myself. I realized that. I feel like talking to yourself with nobody there is weird. Like in Twitch, you eventually get at least one person to talk to you, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I would have gone insane if I stick to YouTube. 100%.
Like I feel the same exact way about that. It's very hard to get into it if like you don't have anything to say about the game and then you go like 5 minutes of silence and
I don't know.
It's just easier to bounce off of someone.
Okay.
Especially when you're recording. Yeah.
What about you? What about you, Ak? What's the like and dislike?
Me?
Yeah.
I like chat. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, that's so fun. Like, the interaction, I guess I have to say for myself, because YouTube, I have the interaction with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with Twitch, I have the interaction with chat. And not only chat, but sometimes I'll have V or Sol or you or Hybo. And it's like, just talking to me. I like interacting with people. Like, there are a lot of people that, I guess, hop on to a YouTube video and they're just like, oh, I'm like, you know, socially, like being introverted, or like they're not really like, you know, they can't like talk to too many people. For me, I meet people and after 10 minutes, if I really like you, I'll start making dick jokes. It's really not that hard for me to do.
Right,
like, it's really not that hard for me. I do an observation, and if I need more time, then to read someone, then I'll do it. But you know, so yeah, I don't have a hard time with that. It's just that I like interacting a lot more than like not interacting, because if I feel like recording a video on your own feels as if like, is this really going somewhere? Whereas if you're in a Twitch stream or if you're recording something with your friends, you know that you're talking to someone. You know that someone might be on the other end. Okay. And so that's yeah.
What's a like? And then what's a dislike?
Dislikes. I hate that some games are more popular than others. I'm gonna be real. I hate the fact that games like Animal Crossing, Fortnite, League, they get like a lot of views, and it's just like, but what about some of these games that you're just playing through? And I guess the thing is that really just takes a personality. Because to be honest, me and V just play through games, and honestly, we find people that just like us for playing those games.
Okay, so
just works.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, chat's like a really popular, you know, section within streaming and stuff, because obviously the interaction is like really big. Obviously for your growth, and just meeting new people is obviously the coolest part. I'd say like it's more tedious, obviously, if you do YouTubing, but I don't know. I kind of like I kind of disagree in the sense of doing a lone recording, because if you record alone, then it's like you don't have to like focus more on everything else while you're obviously focusing on your reactions towards if you're doing a playthrough or if you're doing a gameplay type of thing. You don't really have to record. You could stream if you wanted to. Streaming just seems like more like straight out. Like obviously editing helps a lot. It makes more people encouraged to do stuff, or it makes more people like laugh, even if you add something at the end of it or towards it in the middle of it. It may be a tedious thing, but it's obviously something that's needed. So like actually, Hybrid, like what's a like and dislike you have
about YouTube or Twitch?
Yeah, I mean about streaming, like being a streamer or something like that.
For stream purposes, obviously the chat interaction. I love interaction. You know, like you can't with a new random person that comes in, it's always something new. You know, it's not the same old things. Something I dislike about streaming, I would have to say, somewhat kind of towards like with acts per se, but but more so of saying like, you know, some people, if you don't have let's say if you don't have a viewer base, or if you don't have someone to, you know, to watch you, and you're stuck with zero, you're going to be stuck in the zero viewership for a while until you hit that one person.
So like being the new guy kind of at school and stuff.
Yeah, starting fresh is the hardest part.
Yeah,
you know, it's the hardest grind. If you don't already have people that already watch you, that's the one thing that's gonna hurt, and it's gonna suck. So that's one thing. Just the whole beginning aspect of streaming. Same thing as YouTube. You know, I love community. You know, people interaction, comments, likes, all of that. I do not mind. I actually love that. Just the starting over portion or just starting fresh is what I dislike. And everybody goes through it, but it's just, you know, to get out there is the hard part, unless something happens and you get known and, you know, pushed out there, and which is a 1 in, or, you know, like 10 out of like a million chances that you'll get out there.
Yeah.
It's all a luck's game unless you know people.
Yeah. It's I don't really like, obviously starting out is like the hardest thing, especially if, you know, we don't really have a viewer base. I guess getting a group is easier for us, wouldn't it? I'd say like adding all 5 viewer bases together. That also works.
That's why I enjoyed Fletching 2.
Oh, yeah.
Fletching 2 actually sparked all of us. Started. Not a lot of people had troubles. Well, the people that wanted to go forward with their channel uploading consistently, had a consistent schedule, you know, upload schedule, and that always wanted to try, you know, they were up there. People were actually wanting to listen and watch, you know, people were actually there to support. Even though there was people that didn't watch, but they still subscribed, it was still supporting.
Yeah.
You know, so that was one thing I did like about community groups, is that you always meet someone new.
Yeah, I guess that's all we really needed to talk about. Especially once we made a group on ourselves, is anybody have like any like, so I'm guessing everybody just really wants to make a community within this group, right?
So to I guess clarify, the point of this group is to like have our own individual channels be our focus, and then use this group as a catalyst to work together to individual channels too. Because motivation is a problem that I think we all had, you know, faced. You don't always want to do some recordings or editings or, you know, streaming. A lot of us like to stream with people, as we, you know, discussed throughout this podcast. And so I think this group really helped be the main focus to allow us to have a group of 4 to 5 other people to talk to about doing collab work, and spin off ideas. And we would know that we would have people that would support our individual streams, the solo recordings. You know, I think that's the main focus of the group, I think, at this point. So
my hope for this group or ambitions is A, everything V said. B, to work with all of you guys and to instead of because we never really got to like truly like I don't know like know each other until like a while, like like it took a while for like everybody to really be open, and I think the 5 of us are pretty good at doing that. I want to get to know you guys better, and I want to at least create my 4 lifelong friends within V, Hybo, Enigma, and Soul. Whether I'm serious with them or whether we're just talking in chats and stuff, or because honestly, there are just some people you meet online and you just know that like maybe
you just
they're not.
know they love you.
You just know that like maybe they're not like, the people you really want to be you really want to be like talking to, but I feel like the group of 5 that we have, these are the people that even if I stop doing YouTube, I want to keep as my friends.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, man.
V, I fucking met you in real life.
I don't know, man. Was that really you?
No, it wasn't.
All right then. So like going on to like another topic, I wanted to ask like, is there like any hopes you like hope like the viewers can get from us? Like, do you want us, are you guys looking forward, like are you guys looking to inspire other people like so many people have inspired us?
No, I just want them to watch me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
You ain't wrong though.
Whoa. I mean, I guess the real
that would be cool to inspire like the next generation.
Yeah.
And like to take somebody under my wing, that'd be cool.
Will you take me under your wing, Soul?
No, you're bigger than me, man.
No, I'm not. I have about like 10 subs.
You're fucking lying.
Bet I'll give you my link.
No, I just restarted YouTube. I have 0 subscribers.
Oh my god.
So my hope is I want to if I ever got a message that says you inspired me to create content or whatever, I would probably A, cry, and then B, I would check out their channel because honestly, like I'd want to know what they do, and I think that
they're an excessive drinker.
And I would love if they were an excessive drinker. No. And I also I guess I hope that our viewers will come back and like we gain a following that's not just for a game or a certain type of game, and we have like a following that likes us for us. So eventually we can just play whatever, which was one of my dislikes, which was I hate how some games you have to play in order to get a fan base.
You don't want to get planted into a certain game.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I just like, because it would take like a lot of grinding time, and like I understand that that's like somewhat how you build a fan base, because people like do that because people watch for a certain game but they stay for the personality. And
let's hope that's like
what were you gonna say?
I was saying like let's hope that like everybody comes for a certain reason, because if they like us, because that's like I mean that's kind of like if people see something inside inside this channel, inside one of the compilations we do, or inside one of the podcasts or something like that, and they go to that certain person's channel, that's even better for us, because constant choices of viewers of what they want to watch is even better, because like hey, like Soul might do something really funny on one compilation and they're just like, hey, let's go over there. It's a way for us to like branch off. It's like we all start at PYXEL, not start, but we all are at PYXEL, but us branching off into our own channels is even better. So
yeah, and like to piggyback, I think my answer to your question about my hopes is that to make a community like I was in the past, because I've had people tell me like this is the first time I've joined a community for Discord. And I'm like, that's really cool, and it's nice to know that. And so to build something around that would be cool, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that anyone that joins the community feels like they're being heard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of channels out there where all it's about is, hey, here's my Discord, join it. And then the streamer just doesn't interact with anyone, doesn't say anything. Oh, I'm live. Here's the link. And that's it. And so when I had my Discord back in there for YouTube, I refused to do that. I actually talked to people, and that's what I hope to go back to,
Okay.
Because what's the point in that? And it's stupid. Like, you have people join you and you're not going to talk to them. Like, why are you doing this? Like,
yeah.
I never understood that.
Yeah.
So
like, I think that when people get like really big, they decide not to read every message in chat, and you can only see so much, and that's how the human brain works. And like the people of old, like the people that like watched you from the beginning, and if they continued to watch you, you know their name. However, when it comes to when you really grow, sometimes you just let go of that, and it's just, and that's something that's probably hard on people to like some people can just breeze past it and they don't give a fuck. And other people, it's probably hard for them because they're just like, chat, we gotta talk, and we're getting really big, so if I don't read every message, I'm apologizing that like the message I read or I see are the ones that I get from the donations or the subscribes, and they pay me money, but everybody is just as important. That would probably be a very like emotional conversation that we'd have to have on a stream or on a video with like our communities, because that would be hard, I think, because with us, like, we love the community aspect of YouTube and Twitch, so I think it might like that would hurt to have to be like, you didn't read my message, or in chat was moving too fast, but then you see that person said that, and that's hard. Like, that would be a hard conversation to have, because I think all of us care. At least to a certain degree.
I hope to I hope we like get to the point where we're that cool with our our audience. We're cool with our audience enough where we could just talk to them, and obviously see one person and be like, oh yeah, I read your comment, thank you, or something like that. Just the feedback actually helps with also everything. Like, as we go on, I really hope that everybody's on the same page here. That hey, we're just five streamers or YouTubers that just really want to get everybody happy, make them laugh, whatever really helps them with whatever they're going through. And I think that we all can agree that we're just here to help everybody or to entertain, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And well, I think we kind of covered everything, right, guys?
Yeah.
Obviously for the I think for the first ever stream that I think for the first ever podcast, this everything sounds good, right?
I think that I've decided that I officially hit all of you.
Okay.
So I think that what we need, and you can now become an actual 6th member. Link in the description below for applications. No. We take many.
Are we really taking applications?
No.
Yeah, we are. What? I thought we were.
We're looking for a woman.
Oh no, guys.
Woman,
you guys can't say
trying to grow.
Trying to grow.
You guys can't say that.
Mute, so it's okay. He doesn't know that yet, though.
What?
Anyways.
What happened?
Anyways. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm not the one that's linking anything towards this. So anybody that's linking towards anything, just I want to thank you guys all for tuning into our first ever podcast.
Thank you for having us.
I really I hope that the more podcasts we do, the more we can, the more we can, develop into. So Does anybody have anything else they want to say, like parting words?
Stay tuned for PYXEL content.
Yeah,
coming to you.
And my dream is to be the greatest Hokage. No,
that's copyright.
That's copyright. We're gonna have to edit that out.
How?
I
said like 4
You
words.
said Hokage. That's trademarked.
Oh, nah.
Damn.
That wasn't on the.
We also said like 30 other game franchises. Wait, what?
I'd like to say.
Okay, so
Yes, you did. You said Witcher.
I didn't put no number behind it. That's a book series.
Oh
That's
my
still
God.
trademarked, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think the logo maybe.
Put the logo on it right now.
I would like to say that as of right now, we are 5 beautiful boys looking to make it in this cruel, cruel internet
Can you
world.
not like advertise us like we're like a Chippendale?
So
I'm okay with that.
No, we're not. Oh my God. Anyway.
So, hold on. So all of our links are down below: YouTube, Twitch. We also have a Twitter. I think we have a Facebook and an Instagram and a Twitch channel.
And a TikTok.
And a TikTok.
And a TikTok.
Oh yeah, we got a TikTok. Wow.
And I would like to say, actually, seriously, eventually, maybe it won't just be the 5 of us. And maybe someone leaves, but as of right now, we're all happy and we're all taking the time to do this.
Quote
and
unquote.
I really appreciate.
I like how Ack's doing my outro.
I would just like to say that I'm really happy that we're doing this, especially in the time that we are doing it in. So now if you want to do your outro.
I fucking hate you. So like I said, if anybody wants to go see anybody that's in here, so Vrage Gaming, he streams a lot. He's been streaming currently, like I said, 1,000 Year Door with Ack. Probably going to be over. His link is in the description. Hybo4K, he will be in the description as well. He's streaming currently Witcher and Spider-Man and another upcoming project, wink wink, Felony. His link will be in the description too. He's also streaming Witcher. And anything upcoming? Anything you want to throw out there, Soul?
No. Pokemon Nuzlocke soon.
Okay. Pokemon Nuzlocke. Sounds good. GameArenaVS. Anybody wants to go over there, we'll throw the description down there. Also, I hate self-advertisement. It's like the worst thing. CoyoteRose, if anybody wants to. I'm probably going to be streaming a lot later. I really want to stream a certain game with a certain someone in here. That's like the first thing I want to do. I think more of the lines of I want to stream something with every single one of you guys, but right now I only currently have one idea with one person.
Yeah.
You haven't told me what kind of games you like, Mr. fucking Witcher.
And Pokemon.
Whatever. Anyways,
Temtem.
No, cut the. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching, and hopefully you're in the next one. Goodbye.
Peace.
Peace.